What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here to bring back just the classic format of me praying for my favorite UFC fighters to win their next matchup. A little bit of glazing may be involved potentially. Who knows, right? But when you look at this channel banner, you see some of my favorite UFC fighters. And today, I want to talk about the most important matchups coming up that I just need my boy to win. And a lot of them I do think, but some of them I'm praying for the best. I'm expecting the worst, but I'm hopeful that we can pull through. We can pull off some great wins in 2025. We will be winning a lot of big fights in 2025. That's all I'll say, man. All right, let's get into this, dude. Of course, I want you to drop your boys in the comments down below who you're praying for a win from. But this is my list. All right, first one of the most important on the agenda here. We need this win. It's coming up very soon. I don't think I could take another Curtis Blaydes loss, bro. Some of these ones, it's just like, oh, this is my favorite fighter. This guy's cool. Curtis Blaydes, not only is he one of the first fighters I became a fan of, this is someone that I've spoken to, so now it's different. Now I feel like MMA guru with fucking Jamal Hill, bro. Like, I feel invested in this, dude. And I know that he's gonna win because he's fighting a literal blob. Like, look at the fucking guy that he's fighting. Hold on, I wish I could, dude, just let me fucking click it, bro. I feel that's such an unk status moment, but dude, Curtis Blaydes is fighting Rizvan Kuniev, this absolute piece of cold turkey, this ginormous blob, rotund Russian man that's been brought in from the fucking GFL, literally known to be taking steroids, brought in. I don't know whether they're trying to beat Curtis Blaydes or they're just giving him a free win, but I know for a fact that Curtis Blaydes is going to absolutely blob check this guy. Probably TKO him very early on in round one, early round two at most. I know this is going to happen, but I'm just still putting the good vibes out there. We need Curtis Blaydes to win this fight because, like I said, I can't take it if he loses, bro. All these other ones, I'll be mad, bro, but Curtis, I'm going to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be like, oh, man, fuck, dude. I got my pick wrong. Nah, I'm going to be, like, upset, dude. If you see me about and you think, oh, bedtime seems happy, I'm not, bro. If that happens, I'm not going to be happy, but he will win, all right? Trust. We will beat Rizvan Kuniev, all right? Next one coming up. This is less personal to me. This is more just, I'd love to be proven right, and I think it would also be a really funny moment for the storyline of the UFC. I think it'd be very entertaining, and like I said, this is something I'm predicting to happen, so I want to be proven right by this. Nobody talks about it, lads. I'm fighting fucking Michael Chandler coming up soon, mate. Lad, I haven't had a fucking cheeseburger in about, 2 months, lad. I'm fucking starving, but, it is what it is, lad. Know what I mean? Like, see you at the top, like, you know what I mean? Paddy Pimblett versus Michael Chandler. I need Paddy to win this, bro. If anyone out there is rooting for Michael Chandler, just think for a second how boring the fucking division will be. Think about what you're actually asking for if you're being like a fake hardcore. Dude, Michael Chandler by KO, man. Dude, Paddy Pimblett sucks, bro. He's so overrated. That's not how the word overrated works. Don't worry. We'll talk about that in another video. People are still doubting Paddy Pimblett, bro. Who does that to Bobby Queen Green? Oh, Makhachev beat him. Could Makhachev sub him? Let me, genuinely, just answer the question. Ready? Answer the question. Did Makhachev sub Bobby Green? Did he sub him? Yes or no? No, exactly. How quick did it take Islam Makhachev? Just Google it. All right, open a new tab. Google it. Yeah, guess what? Paddy Pimblett finished him quicker, dude. Paddy Pimblett is coming for the fucking belt. I really want him to somehow submit Michael Chandler as well so that I can get on a video and rage bait people and claim that he's a better grappler than Oliveira. But listen, all jokes aside, I think Paddy Pimblett winning against Michael Chandler is good for the division. He's an exciting new name. People hate him or they love him. And I actually think, gun to my head right now, Paddy Pimblett does better than Moicano against Makhachev. I swear to God, I know for a fact this guy would somehow do better than fucking Renato Moicano against Makhachev. I know for a fact he would go in there and do okay until he loses. And you know what I mean? Like, I've just gone in there and fucking done better against Makhachev than fucking Moicano. Know what I mean? Like, I've got time, you know what I mean, lads? We'll come back on the rematch, you know what I mean, lads? I swear to God, Paddy Pimblett is actually going to be a top contender by the end of 2025. I hope that he beats Michael Chandler. We need some fresh blood at the top of the division. I think Paddy Pimblett will be an entertaining name to get into that top 7, top 6 and start, imagine this guy somehow fluking a decision win over Charles Oliveira. It'd be fucking hilarious. I know people would be mad, but I would find it very humorous. So I hope that Paddy Pimblett beats Michael Chandler, all right? Let's move on to the next one. This is, listen, dude, I'm going to get a lot of comments about this. I don't give a fuck, dude. Let me tell you about this kid. Listen, Jack Della Maddalena. Let me tell you about this guy. Dude, if JDM loses to Leon Edwards, I will never hear the fucking end of it. I know this, bro, because not only am I the biggest JDM glazer on YouTube, apparently, but you guys know that I'm not a very big fan of Leon Edwards. So it's kind of like a double whammy. I'm not just rooting for JDM, I'm rooting against Leon Edwards because he ruined the division for 2 fucking years. He KO'd my boy Kamaru Usman. That's when it got personal with me. And Leon Scott, I believe the guy's name is, not sure. But seriously, dude, like, this is another one where the division will just be better off, bro. Like, if Leon Edwards wins, he's gonna get on, yeah, bro, yeah, I'm happy with the win, yeah. Probably come back in about 12 months, yeah. Probably the next fight be against Wonderboy, Gilbert Burns, you know what I mean, bro? I don't know. He's not below, he's JDM, you know what I mean, it's whatever. You know what I mean? It's gonna be fucking boring if Leon wins, bro. If JDM wins, we get JDM versus Shavkat, or we get JDM versus Belal. Or we get JDM versus like Kamaru Usman, JDM versus Joaquin Buckley. We have all these way better matchups. And the potential for my boy JDM to become welterweight champion, which I think is going to happen by the end of the year, if he gets to fight Belal or Shavkat, right? I'm hoping that he beats Leon Edwards. I'm hoping that he ships Leon Edwards back to the Apex, or Leon Edwards just retires from the sport. Maybe becomes like a Uber driver. You know, you're in the back of the fucking car. Oh, sorry, you just missed my turn. Shut the fuck up, bro. I'm fucking taking a different route, bro. What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up, bro. What are you talking about? Thanks for the ride, Mr. Edwards. Could you just rate me 5 stars? No, bro. I did like 10 rides in a row. I didn't get 5 stars. You know what I mean? I truly don't think you deserve it, bro. You know what I mean? We need to get Leon Edwards out of the fucking top 5. JDM's gonna be the guy to do it. I hope, I pray, I know, I believe that JDM will beat Leon Edwards. All right. Next one. This is also in the welterweight division. This is very important to me as well. You guys think I forgot about my boy Belal Muhammad? Nah, man. I need Belal Muhammad to go out there and finally get rid of the aura merchant that is Shavkat Rakhmonov. Ian Gary was a loyal soldier. We sent him in there. You know, he's been coping a little bit. I've gone in there and I fraud checked the fucking boogeyman. You know, we sent him in there. He tried his best, but Belal Muhammad's going to finally get rid of this guy because I've been saying for like a year and a half, Shavkat Rakhmonov is fighting fucking jobbers at welterweight and getting blazed for it. And when you put him in there with someone like Ian Gary or Belal Muhammad, he's not going to look as crazy as he did. And lo and behold, he goes in there against Ian Gary, I believe the guy's name is. And all of a sudden, he turns into a fucking clinch merchant, dude. He's putting up a boring performance. Belal Muhammad's going to get this boring guy out of the division. All right, Belal Muhammad's way more entertaining. Okay, dude. But nah, seriously, I think Belal Muhammad beating Shavkat would not only be very good for me, it would make me look like a genius. And I would be happy to see my boy Belal Muhammad get a title defense. But also, I do think that it would add some aura to Belal. Like, I think it would be like it would be similar to what's happening with Merab now that he beat Umar, where people are making edits of him and people kind of like him now. I think if Belal Muhammad goes out there and does what I believe he's going to do, which is push Shavkat back, piece him up low-key, take him down, just do what Belal Muhammad does in every single... Bro, the striking, the grappling, the wrestling, bro. These guys are bums. Like, just goes out there and just actually bullies him. I think that would add so much aura to Belal Muhammad. It would put so much intrigue into him as the champion. And maybe people would stop hating on Belal Muhammad when he's one of the most well-rounded and one of the best champions in the UFC based on his skill set, based on his resume running through the division, actually beating top contenders in the top 15, in the top 10, in the top 5, which you don't really see in every division now. Like, they're just giving fucking anyone a title shot. So I think that Belal Muhammad would actually be a very good champion if he keeps the belt. I'd love to see him fight against Ian Gary, JDM, Joaquin Buckley, Kamaru Usman. These are all fights that I hope we get to see for Belal. And I think him being the champion and beating Shavkat would be awesome. So I'm praying that he beats Shavkat. I know that I'm one of the only people that feels this way. There's a lot of people out there praying the opposite direction. And they're praying that Shavkat gets his hands on the belt. I promise you, this is what I'll tell you before I move on. I promise you this. If Shavkat Rakhmonov gets his hands on the belt, like Belal Muhammad goes in there, slips on a fucking banana peel, there's a bit of oil left in the cage for some reason, he slips on it, tears his MCL, loses, you will be seeing that welterweight belt once a year, bro. Bro, I promise you. I could not be more sure that if Shavkat wins the belt, say goodbye to 2 title fights a year. Belal Muhammad tried to give us 2 title fights a year. He got injured. Shavkat Rakhmonov doesn't even bother with the injury leading up to the fight. He just comes out of a fight where he looks bad. Oh, guys, I was injured. Come on, dude. Come on, guys. I have aura still. Come on, guys. And then disappears until fucking next December. So I think that Shavkat Rakhmonov would actually hold up the division pretty badly if he became champion. He'd be entertaining to watch in his yearly fights, but I think Belal Muhammad's going to be more active if his injuries don't persist, and I think that he's going to be a little bit more excited, because he's a bit more beatable too. I think that's the last thing I'll say, is like he's a bit more beatable. It makes it more exciting. All right, man? Last one we're going to talk about now. These other ones, Curtis Blaydes, Paddy Pimblett, JDM, Belal Muhammad, these are guys I'm picking to win their next fight. These guys that I'm praying that my pick comes through. You know, my boys get that win, and you know, we get to have the correct picks. We get to keep the storylines going that I believe are happening right now. This next one, I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm starting to gain faith. I'm starting to gain hope because I've seen some interviews with him. I've seen some clips of him training. I'm just thinking logically again. Like, when he lost his last fight, it was all just emotion. It was just like, bro, he's done. But the more I think about it, bro, Volk beating Topuria would be the greatest moment in UFC history. Bro, we need this! We need this, bro. Imagine if fucking Volk goes out there and he fucking survives the first couple of rounds. You know, he gets pieced up a little bit, but he's doing all right. He's fighting his own fight. He's not fighting scared of Ilya anymore. And he fucking starts coming on strong in round 3, round 4, round 5. He wins the belt back, dude. Lucas Tracy gets in there, puts him on his shoulders, dude. They start celebrating. This would be such a good win. I'm praying for this, bro. I used to be a genuine, bona fide Ilya Topuria hater, like with hate in my heart for Ilya Topuria for when he KO'd Volk. I was like praying on this man's downfall. Like, you guys remember, I was hating on Ilya Topuria heavily. This has nothing to do with hating on Ilya Topuria. This is all for praying for Volkanovski to get that belt back. Imagine the booming economy of fucking Aussie casuals if Volk wins. Mate, fucking Volk went out there. He fucking popped him with the jab. He's flicking the fucking low kicks, mate. Volk's gone. He's fucking dog walked. Like, he could win a 48-47 split decision. I'd get on him. Mate, Volk's fucking pieced him up, bro. Volk's gone out there and fucking tagged him up and fucking... Well, I used to train with Volk, mate. Let me tell you, Volk looked just as good as he did when he was training with me and my uncle back in fucking 77. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this would be just such a great moment, bro. And I feel like Volk can actually bounce back. I've said this in a couple of other videos. I actually think Volk is being a little bit underrated by a lot of people, including me for a long time. I'm only just now starting to wake up. He's had enough time off from his last loss. He's actually learned not to just rush back into competition. I think that his weight cut is going to be a lot better, a lot more managed, to be fighting at 145 again and consistently, because he wants that belt back really badly. And I think that his approach to the second fight is going to be so much different from the first fight. Even though he was winning the first round and he actually was doing good against Ilya Topuria, if you rewatch that fight beyond the highlights of it, I think that if Volkanovski fights a little less cautiously and actually mixes in his wrestling and actually just is more aggressive and puts Ilya on the defensive as opposed to letting Ilya come forward the whole time, I think Volk can actually do a lot better than people think. Like, I know that initially when they were talking about giving Volk a rematch, I was like, bro, Unc, just hang it up. You know what I mean? Like, bro, when he said he wants to come, he's like, yeah, you know, I'm looking to come back soon, you know, get the rematch, you know. I want to go back in there with Ilya, you know. Obviously, you know, he done well against me the first time, but I feel I can go back in there and, you know, piece him up. I was like, bro, just stop, Unc. You know what I mean? Just hang it up. You had your day. Just go. Just have a nice seat, bro. Like, just don't worry about it. But the more time passes, the more I see him train, the more I rewatch Ilya Topuria fights, I think, you know what, dude, Volk can actually do good against him. I think Volk can make it to round 3, 4, maybe a decision. Like, I actually think Volk will do way better than people think in this rematch. Hopefully that gets announced soon. But yeah, man, these are the UFC wins I'm praying for. And you guys are all now part of this too. On everyone's soul watching this video except mine, we all want these wins to happen. Curtis Blaydes, Paddy Pimblett, Volkanovski, JDM, Belal Muhammad, we all want these to happen. But let me know down below, what other wins are we going to be praying for in 2025? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like. I wanted to do something a little bit fun after doing a lot of like news and reaction kind of videos. I'm going to keep the daily videos going as much as I can, so subscribe if you're not already. Stay tuned for that stuff. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at BedtimeMMA, and I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Goodbye.